For this video, all you need to know about me is that I'm Australian. Also that I was a really dumb kid. One day I was just chilling in my room, contemplating life, you know, the usual, when my money box caught my eye. I wonder what would happen if I straight up swallowed the coin. But here's the issue. It was still stuck in my throat. So inside, I was panicking. Now my first thought was to sit on the toilet until the coin left my body, but apparently the digestive system doesn't work like that. So I was just stuck on the lavatory trying to pump this thing out, and I just gave up. Is this how it would end? Many let money consume themselves, but I did the opposite. Luckily, my mum's attentiveness came to the rescue when she realised I'd been in the toilet a little longer than I should have. Are you okay, honey? I swallowed a coin, but it's okay. I can still breathe. You stupid child. My mum, being the responsible adult she was, drove me straight to the hospital. We were surrounded by doctors and nurses. Everybody was there to help, and just kidding, we ended up waiting for an hour. Why does it hurt to swallow? For those of you who are wondering what coin I swallowed, it was a 20-cent piece. And if you're not Australian, it's about the same size as a quarter. So the fact that I managed to swallow the second largest Australian coin with ease is amazing. Anyway, we get called up by the office lady, and she tells us that we need to go to a hospital in the city. I ain't doing that. You know what? It's fine. I was ready to die. Bleh. But my mum wasn't having any of it. She dragged me out of the hospital only to take me to another one 45 minutes away. But I got to ride shotgun, so you know, that was cool. So we finally arrived at the hospital that was capable of dealing with a kid who swallowed 20 cents. And they put me in a ward with people who were actually sick. I probably would have felt sad for everyone there if I didn't have half of my savings stuck in my throat. After a little while, a doctor comes and checks on me, only to leave again. I'm sorry, but does anyone care around here? I'm choking, people. He eventually returns with the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. With delicate, white bread and thin, chewy crusts. The doctor handed me the piece of resistance. A Vegemite sandwich. Okay, quick side tangent here. But I don't understand why Vegemite gets such a bad rap outside of Australia. But I think it has something to do with every single American food being injected with enough sugar to get you high. As an Australian kid, I was exposed to this yeasty brilliance from a very young age. And it just frustrates me to see people eat spoonfuls of the stuff by itself and call it revolting. Like, no shit. You're not supposed to do that.
I'm gonna eat it the only way that I know how. And that's like a complete jackass.
A civilized being like myself makes a thing called fluffy toast. As the name describes, you toast 2 pieces of bread, and then as soon as they're done toasting, you slap them with butter so the heat of the bread melts it. And finally, you lightly spread some Vegemite on top and boom! There's proof that my A+ in cooking is legit right there. And shout out to my pop for inventing that masterpiece. Tangents aside, I eagerly grab the Vegemite sandwich, and I instantly feel sick. After a lot of debate, my mind had to go with its gut. I was frickin' eating this thing, and it immediately came back up. I don't know how, but me throwing upwards managed to push the coin downwards into my digestive system. But I can't argue with science. I had a few x-rays and they said I was good to go. So I left with low dignity and the rest of my Vegemite sandwich to continue with the journey that is life. So that was it, my first ever storytime animation. As you can tell, I've got a long way to go before I reach maximum skill, but just bear with me, alright? Obviously with the virus going around at the moment, we've all got to do our part to follow the guidelines set by our country. For me personally, I've been at school for about 3 weeks now, and cases have dropped in my area. But that doesn't mean we just stop following guidelines. Something I think that would be cool to do is to say my sub count during each end card so people really get to see my growth on the platform. So at the time of recording this, I'm at 114 subs. And that's mostly because of my stream, who has been watching and supporting me during my vid making process. If you guys want to be involved in future animations, follow me where I stream, and all of my socials if you like that kind of stuff. I just made a Twitter, so go follow that. If you get me to at least 1 follower, then I'll stop the pandemic. Anyway, I've been mumbling for too long, so that's all for now. I should probably have a catchphrase, but I'm not creative enough. Leave your suggestions in the comments. That's all for now. Peace.